Welcome back to Pocket Figures, where today I'm going to be unboxing one of the grail pieces in the entire WWF Hasbro figure line.
Rest in peace.
So as you can see, I have in front of me today a Series 8 Undertaker figure. So red card, Undertaker. This is the second appearance of the Undertaker in the Hasbro line. So the first time the Undertaker came out with the Hasbro line was in Series 4, where he was accompanied by Bret Hart, Ricky Steamboat and the British Bulldog. That was his first appearance in the line. This figure came out obviously 4 series later in Series 8. And I mean, it's essentially a repaint. It's the same figure that's been released, or re-released if you like, but it's a slight paint variant, so you can see the beard and the hair are darker on this figure, and it also has what's known in the biz, if you like, as soft goods. So it's got like cloth material accessories. It's got the Undertaker's overcoat. It comes with a soft good accessory, which I think, unless I'm forgetting somebody, there is only Undertaker and Berserker in the line that have anything like that. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there is only the Undertaker and the Berserker that come with a soft good accessory. A lot of people could argue that other figures should have had soft goods. Matador is one that should maybe have had a jacket. Ric Flair should have had a robe. Macho Man again could have had his entrance attire. But no, the only ones that came out, as far as I can think, I can't think off the top of my head of anyone else, were Undertaker and Berserker. So this Undertaker, the Series 8 Undertaker, has always been hard to get. It's always been one of the more expensive ones. I don't know why. I'm not entirely sure why, because there are figures in the red card series even, that aren't that tough to get. I mean, Mr. Perfect's in that series. He's not that difficult to find. Lex Luger, you can kind of pick up in that series. Yokozuna and Bam Bam Bigelow, they're a bit more desirable, a bit more highly sought after. But the two that are really, really tricky in that line are Bret Hart and The Undertaker, who are both paint variants. They're both just like paint upgrades from their Series 4 releases. Same figures, same actions, everything, but and obviously Undertaker has his soft goods in there as well. So I've never really understood why those figures were so much more valuable and so much more harder to come by, because there doesn't seem to be that many of them out there. And one of the things I'm thinking is maybe because this was released as a mail away as well. So, and obviously anything that's a mail away is big money. Anything that's a mail away, people want to have that. And so maybe because this figure exists as a mail away, just so many people want it that it just drives the demand up. Maybe that's the reason for it, but I don't know. I don't know why this one is so much more rare and so much more valuable than like the other Undertaker, for example, or the other red cards. Yeah, it's something I've never really heard a strong explanation for. And I've heard a few stories as to why the green cards are valuable. I've heard, obviously, we all know why Dusty Rhodes is so valuable because he's recalled. But yeah, I don't know why Undertaker and Bret are so valuable in this line. But anyway, starting to digress. So I got this figure from a guy who most people who are active online in the collecting community will probably know, a guy called James Kotak. I really hope I'm pronouncing your second name properly there, mate. That's how it's spelled anyway, when I wrote his name on the package that I sent him, because I actually swapped him for this figure. So James sent me the Undertaker, Series 8 Undertaker, and I sent him a graded Series 8 Yokozuna figure. Now, as I said, Undertaker is a more valuable figure. It's a harder to find figure from Series 8 than Yokozuna, but James had sort of pointed out that the issue with this one, because it's on a reasonable card, the bubble has several flaws. Actually, the bubble, it's got, looks like about maybe 4 or 5 dents. There's a couple of cracks in there. I think most of them are over here. His hand. Yeah, I think that's the most. There's like a dent kind of either foot. There's a little dent in there. And this is cracked here. And when that happens with Hasbro figures, when the bubble starts to give way, that's when the value kind of really starts to go in them. So I mean, it's still valuable as it is like this. It's still a valuable piece, and people would still pay several hundreds for this Undertaker in this shape. But as I've kind of mentioned before when I was talking about 123 Kid, when you get to this level, these guys are as valuable or nearly as valuable loose as they are carded. And because I am putting together an entire loose collection, or hoping to at least put together an entire loose collection, I'm going to take this guy off the card. Yeah, I'm going to have him loose. So here he comes. Perfect timing there, as my neighbour was just taking their wheelie bin out and rumbling around the side. But here is loose Series 8 Undertaker. So this is the first time I've ever held this figure, and I don't know what I expected, but I didn't think the jacket was going to be that type of material. I thought it was going to be more fluffy than that, but it's almost like a kind of stretchy. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't expect that. I didn't anticipate that. I thought it was going to be, I don't know what I thought, like maybe like more like felt, whereas that's kind of lycra. I know I'm probably, people watching this video will probably know all about Series 8 Undertaker and his jacket. It's probably not a surprise to them, but yeah, I didn't expect that. But it is a cool figure. I mean, when you look at it, I mean, Undertaker is a decent figure. Series 4 Undertaker is a decent figure. And it's a good likeness, it's a good representation of the Undertaker, certainly of the time. But this one is an upgrade, isn't it? I mean, this is a good improvement. The hair makes it look just a little bit more menacing, the darker colour hair, and the jacket does just give something else to it, I think, having the jacket there, the overcoat. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm really happy with that. I mean, I said to James, because James was saying, you know, it's a nice piece, it's the card, and he was going on about the card, and then, as you can tell, when he sent it to me, he boxed it up immaculately. Like, it was in this box protector, you know, there was padding, bubble wrap stuff in the box. It was a huge box. He sent it in. So he was obviously thinking about the condition of the card and everything, even though he was completely upfront about the issues with the bubble. And I said to him, like, mate, I don't want to upset you, but I think I'm going to open this. And to be fair, he went, fair enough. He went, yeah, go for it. So I mean, I'm probably upset one or two people by taking him off card there anyway, but I don't care. I really like this figure. I really like that I've got, because I don't have Series 4 Undertaker yet. I don't have him in my loose collection yet. So I'm happy to have Undertaker just generally, but delighted that I've got Series 8 first. I might get him graded. I might send him off to get him graded as a loose figure. I kind of spoke about this in my previous video when I was unboxing a raffle prize. I've got this new rule that I'm trying to enforce on myself, where I can have the entire collection loose, one of each figure loose. So if I get an upgrade, if you like, I need to get rid of the one that I had before. So that happened with IRS. I had a really bad IRS, and when I got him upgraded, I have to get rid of the other one. So I can have one of every figure loose, but then I'm only allowed 5. So 5 maximum carded Hasbros. Reason being, I was spending a lot of money on them. It was taking up a lot of room. I didn't have enough room to display all the Hasbro stuff. This is getting silly. So I sold a lot in one go. I got rid of like about, I think, 4 or 5 different carded Hasbros, and said, right, my new rule is, I'm only allowed 5. I've kept the 123 Kid. That's my one. I don't want to get rid of that. He's so difficult to get, and the one I've got is in pretty good condition, so I'm keeping that. But my new rule from now on is I can only have 5. So if I've got 5 and there's another one that I want, I need to get rid of one of the 5 to make room for it. And as much as this is a nice card, and as much as this is a desirable figure, I wouldn't have wanted one of those 5 to be the one with like splits and dents and stuff in the bubble. So I'm really happy to have unboxed them. I'm happy that I've got them loose, and as I say, I might send them off and get loose graded. Because I was thinking about doing that with Andre as well. Just want a couple of my favourite figures. I just thought maybe just send, because I took them all off card. I thought they're all going to have a decent chance of getting 90 grade. So I might just send a few off to get loose graded. Who knows? We'll wait and see. But for the time being, I'm absolutely delighted to have this guy. Can't believe that I've got Series 8 before Series 4, but awesome. So thanks very much, James, for sending me this figure. Thanks very much for the deal. I hope you enjoy your graded Yokozuna. And that's it for this video. So if you enjoyed that, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel, share the videos through social media. Stay safe, and we'll speak soon.